here, you go back to that level, which is now resistance, you come down again, and then look at what we did on Christmas and Christmas Eve, right back there, and it's now coming down again. So you see how the charts, as you break key levels, the next level becomes major support, but then the level you just broke becomes resistance. And so you can use this. Now,
Hey everyone, it's Graham Stephan here, and let me tell you, I am pumped for this video. Today, we've got Gareth Soloway breaking down the markets. If you're serious about building wealth, pay attention. Gareth's the real deal, sharing his knowledge with us. Insights worth thousands, free right here. Smash that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. Gareth's diving deep into pre-market moves and trade setups. Learn to read markets, spot opportunities, and protect your money. This info can change your financial life. Remember, knowledge is power. Let's dive in with Gareth Soloway and take our trading to the next level.
All right, guys. Let's go over our Bitcoin chart as long as we're discussing it here, and Bitcoin behaving just like it should on a technical basis. So if we look at Bitcoin, and I'll go over to the chart, the big board here as well, because I think this is worthy of looking at. But essentially what you have here is, well, first of all, we know the 108 level turned out to be, at least for now, correct, right? And the beauty of it is we shorted here in my service, Smart Money Crypto, and we already banked the profit. It was a great profit. We pull back down into this range. So that's already done. Now, the 108 level I've hypothesized could be a longer-term major top, but we won't know, as I've said in the game plans, until months from now, if not 6 to 12 months out. Now, what you saw here is you have this parallel channel, right? So there was a bigger parallel that gave us the 108. Notice again, look at this, right there. See the cross of those two trend lines? We just talked about factors. That's two right there. Now again, if you looked at the charts, you could have probably come up with a third one as well. But in the very least, that gave you a 70+% chance, maybe upwards of 80, that was going to be a major resistance. That's why I took a trade on that, right? Because the probabilities were high enough. Now, as you have this parallel, right? So you came down to the parallel here, here, and here, and you broke. So what happens is then you go to this next level, and this is like, it's literally like playing hopscotch or, hop, skip, and a jump here. So you come down.
Kick things off with a look at the pre-market. Now, you know me, I love efficiency, and that's why pre-market analysis is so crucial. It's like getting a sneak peek at the day's game plan. And right now, the big story is volatility. We're seeing some major swings in the market, and that means opportunity. But here's the thing, volatility can also be dangerous if you're not careful. That's why Gareth's expertise is so valuable. He's going to show us how to read the signs, identify the trends, and make smart decisions in any market condition. Remember, we're not just following the herd here, we're using data and analysis to make informed trades. That's how you build long-term wealth, not by chasing hype or listening to the talking heads on TV. So let's dive into Gareth's pre-market analysis and see what opportunities we can uncover.
All right, so we have some movers and shakers this morning in the pre-market. We're going to look at technical levels to trade. We'll focus on Bitcoin as well as gold, silver, oil, and even natural gas is showing the potential for a little bit of a day trade today as well after filling a key gap. So again, stocks, commodities, crypto, we'll cover it all, including the psychological and education side. All right, follow me over to the big board here. If we take a look at what the markets are doing pre-market, what we can see is we closed right here yesterday. So that's where we closed yesterday. And you can see that we are up a little bit on the day. Now, what's interesting about this, right, is that, yes, we're up, but you know what? We were up yesterday. And what did we talk about? We've seen so many times where the markets are opening higher, and then early in the day, we see this selling pressure come in. Yesterday, to be fair, it was pretty much throughout the course of the day. But what does that tell us? It tells us there's this nervousness amongst the smart money, the bigger institutions. They're really not waiting to unload. We saw it into year end. We're seeing it already in January here.
One of the most important things to understand about the market is that it's not just about individual investors like you and me. There are big players out there, institutions with massive amounts of capital, and they can move the market. But here's the good news. We can track their moves and use that information to our advantage. Gareth's going to show us how to identify institutional buying and selling patterns, and that's incredibly valuable information. Because when you understand where the smart money is flowing, you can start to anticipate market moves and position yourself accordingly. Remember, in real estate, it's all about location, location, location. Well, in trading, it's all about timing, timing, timing. And by understanding institutional flow, we can get a leg up on the competition. So let's see what Gareth's analysis reveals about the smart money's moves.
All right, so a couple other things to take note of, right? We know that the patterns are bearish. The market breadth, advanced decline, has been atrocious for the last month or two. And again, these are signals that while you're still going to get bounces in the market, you just have to be more prepared. This is a market in 2025 that I think is going to be far more volatile than it was in 2024. Remember, 2024 had some pullbacks, but it was generally up and to the right, right? And again, yeah, you had the August correction. That was kind of the biggest correction we had, which was about 10%, but that was about it for the entire year. And it was a year where the S&P was up over 20% for the second time again in a row. 2 years in a row up over 20%. All right, so markets pre-market are up. We still have our head and shoulders pattern here.
All right, now let's get technical and talk about chart patterns. Now, I know some people think technical analysis is just voodoo, but I'm telling you, it's a powerful tool when used correctly. And one of the most reliable patterns out there is the head and shoulders pattern. Gareth's going to break down exactly what this pattern looks like, how to identify it, and most importantly, what it means for future price action. Because here's the thing, when you see a head and shoulders pattern forming, it's often a sign that a reversal is coming, and that means potential trading opportunities. Now, I'm not saying it's foolproof, but when you combine technical analysis with fundamental analysis and Gareth's insights, you're stacking the odds in your favor. So, let's see what Gareth has to say about the head and shoulders pattern and how we can use it to our advantage.
Talked about this in yesterday's game plan. For those of you that may not remember, we talked about, again, there's your head and shoulders pattern. Here's your left shoulder, your head, your right shoulder. The neckline is what you're following. We did not crack the neckline yesterday. That neckline is essentially a horizontal line across here. When price trades below it on a daily closing basis, that's when it triggers. Again, yesterday, while we were up early in the day, we closed lower, but we did not trigger the neckline. And then today, same thing. We're up right now. So as of now,
Now, one of the things I love about Gareth's approach is that he's not just focused on one asset class. He understands that diversification is key to building a resilient portfolio. So, in this pre-market analysis, he's going to cover stocks, commodities, and even cryptocurrencies. That's right, we're talking about a holistic view of the market because everything is interconnected. The moves in stocks can impact commodities, crypto can react to global events, and understanding these relationships is crucial for making informed trading decisions. Remember, we're not just trying to make a quick buck here, we're building long-term wealth. And that means having a diversified portfolio that can weather any storm. So let's see what Gareth's pre-market analysis reveals about the opportunities and risks across these different asset classes.
Out on the day, it actually had a decent day yesterday in spite of the stock market rolling over, which is always nice to see because, again, it shows us that there sometimes can be a variation in price action versus stock market down. Maybe Bitcoin sometimes doesn't go down. It's good to see. Okay. Again, as I said yesterday in the game plan, all we care about is technicians. If you really want to be a true technical trader, you just follow the levels, right? There's no bias, there's no hope, there's no fear, there's no nothing. It is what it is. Support, resistance. Now, one of the things that's interesting about this is I want to just speculate, right? So part of being a good trader is saying to me, okay, well, what if this happens? Well, we know Trump is going to be in the White House in about 3+ weeks, right? So there's a little bit of excitement that's going to start to build for the crypto markets that could push Bitcoin up in the near term. I want to show you something here. If we go to the chart and we bring this out, if we go out to the inauguration date, somewhere in the, let's say January 20th to the 30th period, what do we see here? If we take a double top and we drag that across, these two points come right together at around 108,000 on the 19th of January, right before the inauguration, right?
Okay, so stocks are taking a beating, but you know what's holding strong? Bitcoin. That's right, even with the market turmoil, Bitcoin is proving to be resilient, and that's something you gotta pay attention to. Remember, Bitcoin doesn't play by the same rules as the stock market. It's driven by different factors, and right now, those factors are working in its favor. We're talking about things like institutional adoption, increasing mainstream acceptance, and a growing awareness of its potential as a hedge against inflation. Now, I'm not saying you should go all in on Bitcoin right this second, but what I am saying is that you can't afford to ignore it. This is a volatile asset class, but it's also one with massive upside potential. So keep an eye on Bitcoin, do your research, and consider adding it to your portfolio if it makes sense for your risk tolerance and financial goals. Now, let's talk about a key
You can use this in multiple ways. If we ever break back up here and confirm, it opens the door to moving here and possibly even up to there. Okay, but as long as you stay between these two lines, as a trader, I have to watch. I say, okay, does it break here or does it break here? Because right now it's just chopping. I mean, this is for other people that are different traders than me if they want to trade that. For me, that's a chop shop. Now, it could be putting in a bear flag, right? Here's your flagpole right here. There's your flag, but we don't know yet. We want to see which way it breaks, again, especially with an asset like this. The other thing to point out on this is that I keep on kind of saying that Bitcoin continues to be a risk asset, right? Now, listen, I'm a big believer it is the future digital gold. It's just not mature enough yet. But one of the things to keep in mind, just look at the price action. This was the shortened day on Tuesday, and the NASDAQ was up 1.3%, and Bitcoin had a good day. Today, the NASDAQ is down, Bitcoin is coming down. So that's just my point, is just continue to understand that while it may, and a lot of us have this vision of, wow, you know, it supplants maybe fiat currencies. I don't necessarily believe that, but I do think it's a store of like a digital gold. The point being is, at least in the near term, it is certainly not there just yet. All right.
level to watch for Bitcoin, $108,000. This is a major resistance level that we've been eyeing for a while now, and it's going to be a big deal if Bitcoin can break through it. Think of it like this. Every time Bitcoin gets close to this level, it's like it's hitting a wall. Sellers come in, the price drops back down, and the cycle repeats. But if Bitcoin can gather enough momentum to smash through that wall, it could trigger a massive rally. We're talking about the potential for Bitcoin to skyrocket to new all-time highs. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that will happen, but it's definitely within the realm of possibility. So, keep a close eye on that $108,000 level. If Bitcoin breaks through, it could be a sign of big things to come.
I was trading primarily with emotions, and I was losing bad. This was literally changing my life. It was changing my family's life. Don't be scared. Take the leap. Do the courses. It is amazing. It'll change your life. It changed mine.
Today we're unlocking the doors to a world of financial possibilities. Have you ever found yourself intrigued by the dynamic, ever-evolving landscape of cryptocurrencies and blockchain? Imagine having the knowledge to make informed decisions, trade confidently, and 10x your income. We're thrilled to introduce our exclusive crypto courses designed for enthusiasts, investors, and visionaries like you. First off, we have Mastering DeFi in 2024 and beyond, a course that will help you understand and navigate the future of decentralized finance. Next up is Crypto Trading Technical Analysis Mastery, a course that equips you to make informed trading decisions. And lastly, we have Cryptocurrency for Beginners, perfect for those just starting their crypto journey. The financial revolution is here, and it's time to equip yourself with the skills that matter. Knowledge is the key to unlocking financial success. In the fast-paced world of crypto, being informed is not a luxury, but a necessity. Think about it. The losses incurred due to ignorance can be staggering. Now imagine having the power to make informed decisions, to trade with confidence, to multiply your income tenfold. But with our courses, you'll not only understand the intricacies of DeFi, technical analysis, and the fundamentals of cryptocurrency, but also trade like a seasoned professional. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Now is the time to seize this golden opportunity to take the reins of your financial future. Enroll in our exclusive crypto courses and join a community of like-minded individuals in our WhatsApp group. Together, we can navigate the fascinating world of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. Benefit from a staggering 70% discount, but remember, this offer won't last forever. Equip yourself with the knowledge to make informed decisions, to trade with confidence, to potentially multiply your income tenfold. The clock is ticking. Click the link below to join our exclusive WhatsApp group, claim your 70% discount, and embark on a journey that could 10x your income.
Let my emotions get the best of me and started trading more money than I should have been trading.
The coin started to go down and I was losing my position.
I was trading primarily with emotions, and I was losing bad.
I lost some money. I lost a pretty good amount of money. And I've made money back.
This was literally changing my life. It was changing my family's life.
It's probably the best investment I've